Alright, welcome to Vegetables Day 123. Sorry it took a minute. I forgot we were in May. Well, as you can see, I didn't make it my 365 days in a row of making a video. I didn't account for getting sick. So just as an update, I'm feeling much better. What I had is I just had a sore throat, a little bit of a headache, little bit of a cough, but the cough is more because there was a tickle in my throat, and really tired. And of course, the first thing that my two daughters thought was COVID, but it was the same symptoms that my grandson had last week, and he and I both tested negative last week. So yeah, I think it's just was the cold that he had given me. It just took me a few extra days to get it from him, but I'm feeling a lot better today. Still have a little bit of the congestion, as you can probably tell in my voice. Excuse me. Still have to, clear my throat once in a while, so apologies for that. But the energy is a lot better. A lot better. Saturday, I think I slept probably close to 15 hours. Yeah. Because I was just so tired. But enough with the update, because it is Meal Planning Monday. I have found that, and as you can hear my grandson, he's in the bedroom next door, having a blast playing his game. But as far as meal planning, has it been helpful? Yes. Have I followed it? No. It's been helpful because when I don't quite know what to have for dinner or lunch or breakfast, I can take a look at my menu and say, that sounds good, I think I will have that. Or, no, I don't really feel like that today, but this is later on in the week, so I'll have that. And I think most people who meal plan, there are some days that they stick to it, and other days that, you have to be flexible because of taste preferences. On last week's meal plan, I did stick to it for the most part. For example, on the menu for Sunday's breakfast was tofu scramble. While I did not make it, I did have tofu scramble. I had the Amy's frozen tofu scramble. And it was not very bad. I was surprised. I was kind of hesitant, thinking maybe it wouldn't taste that good, but I actually did enjoy it. And I had that. And that's all I had that day. I'm trying to think of what I had when. Also on last week's menu, I had Subway 2 days and Hardee's the next day, because I figured that at Hardee's I could get the bean burrito without cheese. Didn't have either of those. I actually only ate out once. Since, last week, so I ate out twice. I already mentioned the Taco Bell, and that was Wednesday night, and how I ordered my bean burritos so that it would be diet compliant. And the other time we ate out was Saturday night, and that was a day that I just did not feel well. I mean, I got up, made breakfast for me, but I ordered breakfast for Scott and Justin. Went back to bed, got up, ate, and made lunch. I think I just had a salad. I don't remember exactly, but I think I had a salad kit left, so I think I just had salad. So, didn't really make lunch. Went back to bed again, and then got up and ordered dinner. We have Portillo's, which it's not a very big chain. It's mostly here in Illinois. And typically they offer hot dogs, hamburgers, Italian beef, everything of which I can't have. Chicken, fish. But there is one thing that they do offer, and that is a grilled portobello sandwich. It's so good. It normally comes with a grilled portobello, basil pesto, red onions, and mozzarella. And it comes on a tomato focaccia. Well, of course, we all know I don't like raw onions. At least not raw red onions. So I have always ordered it without that. But this time I also ordered it without the mozzarella. So I had that and French fries. Now, I didn't think to take a look at the French fries to see how they were prepared. Which I should have known, because I looked at McDonald's hash browns thinking, I could at least get that. No, it has a beef derivative, part of which is milk. So, that's why I didn't order anything from McDonald's. But I did have the Portillo's, and I think that actually was Saturday night. Because Friday night, because Saturday night, I think I did stay up for a little while. And I think I had one of the Bird's Eye Power Bowls with rice. Bird's Eye frozen rice. Loving those for now. I know I'm going to get tired of them, so I'm going to have to learn to make my own. But I am enjoying those at least once or twice a week, because they are quick and easy, and they actually taste pretty good. And then, like I said, yesterday morning, it was tofu scramble on the menu, and I had tofu scramble. It was Amy's that my daughter had bought the night before. Excuse me. So, as far as this coming week, here's my menu. I will be filling it out, but what I'm going to do a little differently this week is, rather than just kind of, put something down, I think I'm going to go ahead and just look and see what kind of ingredients I have, and then look up some recipes that are just quick and easy. For instance, I know tonight's on supposed to be on last week's menu, but for instance tonight, Scott wanted a cheeseburger no bun, and we could not decide between French fries and broccoli, so I cooked both. And of course, I didn't have the hamburger or cheeseburger, but I did plan on having the broccoli and the French fries. So I just searched for a recipe that had broccoli and potatoes, and I also knew that I wanted to incorporate some type of beans. And, I found several recipes for soup, but I waited till the last minute to decide that I was going to have broccoli and french fries. So what I did find was a recipe for broccoli and beans that you put on a baked potato. And I'm like, baked potato, french fries, what's the difference? So, and it was like really quick and easy. And since I had cooked the broccoli in the microwave for my husband, because he likes it with cheese on it, it just meant that the preparation time for this dish was less time. So for this week, what I'm going to... Oh, and by the way, it wasn't bad. It was, pretty good. And what I'm also starting to try to do is incorporate many of Dr. Greger's 21 Tweaks. And I don't think there's something specifically as far as a link to just the 21 tweaks, but I'll definitely put a link to the Nutrition Facts or website in the description box below. And I highly recommend both of his books, How Not to Die and How Not to Diet. But he does have an app for both Android and iPhone that includes his Daily Dozen from How Not to Die and his 21 Tweaks for boosting weight loss from How Not to Diet. So I'm trying to incorporate as many of those into my diet as I can. And so that's why I came up with, okay, I haven't had any beans today, so I need to get some beans in. And of course the cruciferous vegetable in the broccoli. And then, many of the spices that were included in this recipe are also part of his 21 Tweaks, such as garlic powder and cumin. Those are two things. And I had both of those on my breakfast today. So I'm doing good in that area. So I am trying to incorporate a lot more of that, those into the diet as well. So my plan for menu planning this week is to look up some simple recipes, get some idea of something that I'd like to have, and look up some simple recipes to see if there's, based on the ingredients that I purchased or that I already had in my refrigerator or my pantry, and also incorporate the 21 Tweaks and, pick out some recipes. I know one thing that I definitely want to make this week is the couscous and farro bowl. The couscous and chickpea bowl from Every Plate, because that was so delicious. But instead of couscous, which I forgot to buy, I was going to get farro instead, and I forgot to buy that. I do have some orzo left over, so I'm just going to use that instead. And it should be fine. I mean, it's the same ingredient, just couscous and orzo have the same ingredients. It just they're in a different form. So it'll work fine. So I'm definitely going to make that this week because that was really good. And I still have not made taco soup, so that will definitely go on the menu again. But some of it is going to be dictated by what Scott would also like to have. He's also now trying to incorporate more fruits and vegetables and fewer refined carbohydrates. So we'll see how it goes. I know as far as what I've purchased, I purchased a lot of vegetables. And I mean, really basic, and that's basically all that I purchased was a lot of vegetables and items for my grandson. I know I have some chicken that I purchased because Scott wants to have chicken on his salads, so I have to cook that. Of course, I won't have it, but I know I have to do that. So, right now I'm kind of a short order cook, but I have been for a few years at least, because my grandson has a very, 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 very limited palate. And so, I've basically been cooking for him and then me and my husband. So, it's like, okay. And then breakfast, I've been cooking his and mine separate already. So, I'm like, what's 2 more meals of, and even lunch a lot of times would be separate. So, there will be some things that I'll incorporate together, like tonight the broccoli and the french fries. I prepared mine a little different than his. And then sometimes, we'll just have completely separate things. But I am hoping to get him to try the orzo and chickpea dish. Because that was so good. It was so good. Well, that's the video for today. I'm sorry that there wasn't a whole lot of this filled out. Just because I know breakfast is gonna mostly be oatmeal and fruit, because it's quick and it's easy and it's pretty much my go-to breakfast. I do want to at least one day incorporate some pancakes, and since I got sick I didn't make the muffins, so I'm hoping to be able to do that. And also probably tonight, if I get a little bit hungry. Probably not though, because one of the 21 tweaks is to not eat after 7 p.m. and it's 7:36. So I'm not going to eat anything else tonight. But I definitely want to make some more nice cream. Okay, so that really truly is it for the night. I hope that you'll comment, like, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell so that when I do upload a video every day, so that, fingers crossed I don't, but if I get sick again and I miss a couple of days, you'll know that, hey, she's back. And then in the meantime, enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.